In a world rebuilt from the ashes of war, one man didn't wield weapons. He wielded style. His suits became symbols of power. His name, Giorgio Armani, redefined how the world saw Italy and how Italy saw itself. This isn't just a fashion story. It's a story of national rebirth, global influence, and soft power dressed in silk and steel. Giorgio Armani was born in the small town of Piacenza on July 11, 1934, and his childhood was marked by the hardships of World War II, including bombings and rationing. These experiences reportedly instilled in him a sense of practicality and restraint that would later define his minimalist style. After initially studying medicine, he left to serve in the army and began his fashion career in the late 1950s and 1960s, a period when Italy was already well into its post-war economic boom, and the Made in Italy movement was gaining momentum. Initially, Armani pursued a career in medicine at the University of Milan, fascinated by anatomy and the study of form. But his time serving in the Army Hospital of Verona revealed something else: the subtle power of clothing. Observing uniforms and civilian dress, he began to understand how fabric could project identity and authority. In 1957, fate intervened. Armani joined La Rinascente, Milan's iconic department store, designing window displays and learning the language of textiles. His accidental entry into fashion quickly revealed a natural gift for detail, proportion, and restraint. Soon after, he became a designer for Nino Cerruti, where he refined the tailored look that would become his signature. Giorgio Armani did not personally play a direct role in rebuilding Italy's image immediately after World War II, as he was a child at the time. However, his innovative work decades later was instrumental in establishing the global reputation of Italian fashion and the Made in Italy brand as a symbol of elegance and quality. Because after World War II, Italy was seen as broken, politically unstable, economically weak, and desperate for a new identity. But then came a movement that would change everything: Made in Italy. Armani emerged during this renaissance, where fashion became national diplomacy. Each Italian designer wasn't just creating clothes, they were rebuilding Italy's reputation. Armani stood out for something unique: simplicity, precision, and quiet strength. He gave Italy a new kind of power. By the 1970s, Armani was ready to build something of his own, with encouragement from his partner Sergio Galeotti. But next, he did the unexpected. Giorgio Armani sold his Volkswagen Beetle in 1975 to raise the initial capital, around $700, needed to start his fashion company with partner Sergio Galeotti, using the funds for office space and textiles, a pivotal step that launched his iconic brand. He later bought the car back after becoming successful. His breakthrough came with a radical reimagining of the suit. Gone were stiff shoulders and rigid cuts. In their place, fluid lines, soft tailoring, and relaxed elegance. But then, a turning point radically accelerated his success. Armani's rise coincided with Hollywood's appetite for style. His designs for Richard Gere in American Gigolo, 1980, redefined men's fashion, turning his suits into emblems of sophistication. In 1982, Armani became the first fashion designer since Christian Dior in the 1940s to appear on the cover of Time magazine, a testament to his significant cultural impact. Armani was one of the first European designers to strategically leverage Hollywood for publicity. Beyond American Gigolo, his designs were featured in the TV series Miami Vice and the film The Untouchables, 1987. He cultivated relationships with celebrities like Michelle Pfeiffer and Jodie Foster, dressing them for major events, to the extent that the Academy Awards were sometimes nicknamed the Armani Awards around this time. Soon, Armani's name became a fixture on the red carpet and in films, from Goodfellas, 1990, to The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013. The 1980s and 1990s saw the Armani power suit dominate boardrooms and studios alike, dressing everyone from actors to executives. Stylists dubbed the Oscars the Armani Awards, reflecting his role in shaping the language of celebrity elegance. In the 1990s, Armani's empire had expanded far beyond Italy. From Hollywood to the Middle East, from Asian capitals to luxury hotels, the Armani brand symbolized modern global prestige. Fashion became a pillar of Italy's GDP, generating billions in exports. In present time, the Armani Group is one of Italy's largest fashion companies, with annual revenues around 2.3 billion euros in 2024, which nears 4.25 billion when including licensed products like beauty and eyewear. These substantial revenues, both domestically and through significant exports, directly feed into the national economy. The company provides over 9,000 jobs across 7 industrial hubs, stores, and offices, contributing significantly to Italian employment rates. Armani proved that culture could be currency, and style could be strategy. His empire, from clothes to hotels, fragrances, and interior design, showed how Italy could export influence as effectively as machinery or cars. Armani turned fashion into a national asset. Armani's legacy isn't limited to Italy. His model inspired nations to use culture as diplomacy, from France's luxury industry, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, to Korea's K-pop and beauty exports. What Armani proved first, decades before anyone else, was that a nation's style could shape its global influence. A tailor from Piacenza stitched together not just suits, but the fabric of Italy's global identity. Armani once said, "Elegance is not about being noticed, it's about being remembered." And indeed, his legacy is remembered not in noise, but in influence. The story of Armani is the story of Italy's rebirth, told in fabric, light, and quiet power. This is geopolitical history.